might be a little bit buzzed still.
Maybe.
Last night from my cousin.
What's with the glasses?
Oh yeah, I sat on my glasses, so I broke the arm. I didn't put my contacts in today, so I gotta put my glasses on, but they only have one arm. Anyway,
Anyway,
welcome to the Live at
and
5
here we are.
Drive Time Show. Okay, I forgot to go live on Facebook. Da, 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 da. This is Over a Drink with iRise and
Big Chef,
Big
the
Chef.
Donut Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. I actually miss y'all. It's
Several
been a minute. Okay, it's been several minutes. Dag. Let me get this. Rotate the camera.
I'm just saying.
Go live. It's been several minutes. Yes, it's been several minutes, but that is because,
It's been several minutes.
Dame Quiet quit on us, and
Oh, don't do that.
I gotta keep
Don't
messing
do
with
that to Dame.
Dame Quiet quit. I was looking for the mug or something. Oh, I know you had another one. He quiet quit on us, and Mike is busy. So much so I didn't even hit Mike today to ask him what was up with him today. I just hit you like, oh, what you doing? Cause
I'm around usually. Donut.
so I get so again I was already out and about, so I didn't stop for anything, but I still had that Jefferson's Reserve in the car. So I was
Which
like, all
always
right,
works.
Chef will drink that. Now I got to finish off my tequila because I was drinking tequila yesterday. I might as well keep on with my tequila.
As you're always
I'm
drinking
just
tequila.
drink.
I was about to say, you're really going to cap that?
Yeah, no, I was gonna like save something for later in the show, but I'm just gonna fill the cup up now. Like it don't even matter.
Well, it's later in the show.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tag my auntie, 'cause I know she's probably like, this child ain't been on in a long time. My sister, I told her I was coming, but she's still be wanting to be tagged.
Came back just in time for me to bring my hat.
Yes, came back just in time. We're gonna talk about all that. Let's get into your weekend. What you do this weekend?
Not much, really. Not much. Not much. The rain kind of sucked everything off.
Right.
Shout out to my neighbors though. We did have some festivities around on my block in the hood. My neighbors are Caribbean.
Right.
So,
Oh, you ain't that like a good Caribbean?
baby
yeah.
plug, Fridays, Saturdays, come check us out on Lindley Avenue. Or come check them out on Lindley Avenue in the back. Food,
Oh, that spot
music,
back there?
and back of my
Oh,
crib.
but back in your apartment, not even at
No,
the
no,
restaurant.
on Kamek Street,
Oh,
right around the corner, on my grandma block.
I'm gonna have to hit you up.
Yeah, for
Remember
sure,
about
for
that.
sure. It's
Jamaican
it's,
party.
it's
I love
turning
me a
it's
good-
turning
I love
into
me
a
good
thing.
Party.
A bunch of good food prepared by my neighbor. Shout out Miss Tasha. Everything is excellent.
Okay.
Jerk chicken, barbecue chicken, and fish and chips. We had the menu will
So it's
vary.
like a house party, like a.
It's like you know how
like
at
a
the park.
speakeasy?
You know how they be at the park. No,
Oh.
you know how they be at the park
Yeah, every Sunday.
on Sundays.
Every Sunday.
Well,
yeah.
they usually be out at the park on Sundays, but it's more
Fridays and
feasible for them
Saturdays
just
she
to
be
do
at
it
her
at their
crib.
crib. So now
Okay.
Fridays and Saturdays is popping.
Okay, so I gotta
So
remember.
this
get that
weekend was the
information.
first weekend for that. That was everything. Shout out Dizmatic. We celebrated Dizmatic birthday. That was cool.
It is cancer season.
It was Fly Day.
It's cancer season. My one of my really good girlfriends, Stacy, she had a birthday Sunday.
Shout out to all the cancers.
My girlfriend
Speaking
Aisha,
of
her
which,
birthday's today.
Nelly Yoga Fitness birthday was July 11th.
July
Shout out
11th.
Nelly Yoga.
Shout out Nelly.
Oh, and what's up? She tuning in live.
Of course she is. Yay.
Every time.
What did I do this weekend? This weekend I learned that working in the airline industry ain't so sweet when the weather's bad.
Ooh.
I learned that for sure. I got mandated every time I worked. The motherfuckers mandated me yesterday. I was supposed to be off at 4 p.m. and I heard my name, my government, loud as shit over the radio. Such and such and such, Sharice Brown. I'm like,
You're
whoa,
not
whoa,
leaving.
whoa. I
You're
looked
not
up, My
leaving.
manager was like, "Yeah, Iris, that's for you."
Yeah,
the
you're not
fuck you
leaving.
mean I'm staying here? Like, what's up with the 5 o'clock people? But it was cool. I only was mandated for 45 minutes, so I got the extra 45 minutes. So that was cool. Outside of that, I didn't do much this weekend. A friend of mine celebrated a birthday. I went and hung out with him for a little bit. That was cool. We went to Barcade to act like children and
We
play,
have got to
play
go
video
there.
games.
We have
Oh,
got
I
to. I've
love
been trying to
Barcade.
tell people to come with me to go there. Oh,
It's you can do a lap or two real quick and be over it,
yeah,
but
but
it's a good stress reliever
yeah,
real quick,
you can
especially if
go.
you like
You can go
pinball.
do the lap real quick.
They
though.
got all the pinball machines. They got NBA jams. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. It's like it's
They used
really
to
an
have Rampage. I didn't
arcade.
see that the other day.
They took
They
Rampage
took
out.
Rampage out.
Boo
They
them.
still got Miss Pac-Man. They got the 4-player Pac-Man. They got Donkey Kong.
Like it's a
They got
real
Mortal
arcade,
Kombat.
folks. Like don't think like the name
They got
doesn't
Marvel versus
fully
Capcom.
describe it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. There
is
there
fun.
are other
is
venues
fun.
like that in other cities and states that are equally as fun, if not better.
Yeah,
Barcade is
yeah,
always it's a
fun.
good time.
Really
It's
fun. It
definitely a
is.
good. I tell people it's a good first date place.
It is an icebreaker place.
You know what happened to me when I went to Barcade? Of course you don't know, but I'm about to
I
tell
was
you.
about to say I wasn't there. I
Yo,
wouldn't know.
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, and I always make the joke about how I've seen people smoking crack, or the first time I ever saw somebody smoking crack, or how it bugs me out driving down the street. You see somebody hit that
You
rock,
saw somebody shooting up.
nigga. I didn't even see him shoot up. The motherfucker, I saw him looking for veins everywhere. Everywhere. He done tried his arm twice. He tried the forearm. He tried the back arm in between his fingers. I thought he was going to sit down and pull his shoes off and go in between his feet. I was really intrigued
All right.
and bugged out
You
at
want
the
to
same
go? I was about to say, you
motherfucking
want to go to
time.
bug out time for real?
So-
I've seen somebody shoot in their eye.
I don't want to see that.
Well, I've seen somebody
don't want-
let someone
Right, I've heard about
shoot them in their eye.
about getting
As well as
I've
the
heard
neck.
about all kinds of shit.
as
You
well as
get-
the neck.
The neck.
You ever been
I've heard
walking
about
down the
that.
street and just see two
Shot
people
in the butt. I've heard about
No, no,
people.
like this?
Yeah,
In
right.
the daytime.
Yeah, like no.
I don't got that much trust in nobody.
No. I've heard about people doing things like
Yeah.
because the anus like absorbs
Oh, dude.
everything. I've heard about people doing shit like
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see it. I didn't want to see
Well,
the
yeah.
young man on Frankfurt Avenue in good old Northern Liberties,
Yep.
right underneath the
It's
bridge
still,
behind the Fillmore,
it's still
across from Barcade,
where it is, people.
and Ethica. This nigga was like,
Yep, and Will right
Look,
there.
I say this nigga, but understand me. He was a dirty blonde and a dirty.
And he
a dirty
look,
person.
and he live around there. He may or may not
He may
have been
not.
homeless.
He may be
He
a
may or
Kensington
may not been
transplant,
transient.
But
Maybe.
he may. Yeah, no, he had a tent on the ground. That motherfucker lived right
All right,
underneath there.
see, and they
So
still
he, yeah,
out
so,
there.
So he lived there for sure.
Pay your 1900 a month.
But I was just like, cause he literally was like,
Yeah.
First I looked and I was just like, this motherfucker got a needle in his hand. Then I was like, oh, he about to do the thing. So
You know what it's
the
like?
funniest is sitting in my car watching people walk by and they did the same thing I did, like took a double take, and then they was like,
And you can tell those people are new.
you can't look away. They lived in the neighborhood. They probably wonder why is this dude shooting dope up under the bridge.
Because they're new
close
to the
my house.
neighborhood.
Because they're definitely new
Because
to
they're
the
new to the
neighborhood.
neighborhood.
But they were like intrigued like I was. Like some of them looked and then they looked back. And the one dude almost walked into the fucking parking sign because he turned and looked back and kept looking again.
You know what it's like,
and
though?
I gave him the head nod like, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
watching
yeah,
this?
yeah.
'Cause I'm
Like, you
bugging-
see it? I
like,
see it.
To the
Am I
point
the
that I
only
parked
one?
my car and my friend was like, you sure you want to park here? I was like, yeah, because one thing's for sure, if he do get high, he
He
ain't
ain't
going
going
to do
to
shit
do
to my car.
He ain't about to fuck with no car. He lean on it.
By
He
the
gonna
ti-
lean on it.
By the
He
time
gonna,
we
he
went
gonna lean
in
on it.
Barcade and came out, he was gone though. He had shot up all his dope, I'm assuming. I was just
You
really
know what it's
bugged
like
out by
down there
that.
though? It's like if you move like in the woodsy area and you got to deal with the wildlife around there because you're in their habitat. That's what Kensington
Yeah, that's
is.
definitely what K&A is
That's
like.
what Kensington
Yeah, I be
is.
speeding through that joint. Sometimes I slow roll just to remind myself that weed is not a gateway drug, because never in my life have I ever had the desire to be in an encampment just for the sake of getting high. Ever. I got too much pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just be dirty in these streets.
I was out there for 2 years.
But that was different. You weren't on drugs.
No.
Like, you weren't.
Well,
you-
no, hey, K2 was what it was at that time because I was on parole. So that may be worse than dope.
Okay. Synthetic marijuana.
Yeah, that shit was horrible.
But you weren't out there
No,
solely for that purpose.
No.
People
I mean,
leave
it's
their-
nothing like dope. It's nothing like that experience. I'm just saying
Right,
the
no,
effects
but
of.
that's my point. The effects
But yeah,
of it
there's
did not have
nothing.
you
There's nothing like,
like
dope.
you weren't homeless because of that. You weren't homeless because of your K2.
No.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
no.
people
no.
literally live
Yeah,
their
yeah.
cushy ass
There's
cribs
nothing
in
like
the suburbs
dope.
and
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
states
Yeah.
to come to our city to live in a fucking encampment.
And you
in
know what's
K&A.
crazy, right? And you know what's crazy?
All that shit.
And only knowing and only being out there what I've known this, right?
Let's take it.
Frankfurt Terminal is the fucking. You know how like like New York, the harbor, or like Boston, like where there's harbor, where there's ports, like Baltimore, the port.
Right.
That's what Frankfurt Terminal is in that retrospect.
The fucking L terminal.
They all
port.
come. They
For
all
dope
come
things
from
to come to
Delaware
Kansas.
County.
Yep.
They come from Bucks County. They
Yep.
come.
Yo, Florida,
Dude.
Michigan. I
Dude.
was watching some news program a couple months ago, and they were interviewing family
They
members.
come here.
People that
They
got
come
lost
here.
in Kensington, like
They come here.
lost in
And it's
Kensington.
crazy. Like the cycle of it is crazy. You could time the bus schedules by it. You could time your phone by it. Like I made
cousin
a
Amy.
hell of a little living by it.
Right.
You understand? Like it's crazy. And people say, "Oh, the inner city," and "Oh, you niggas," and "Oh, you Puerto Ricans." And no, it's "Oh, you rich white people that ain't watching y'all kids who fund this whole thing."
Right. That's true.
You just gotta understand that North Philly is not paying to keep the cycle of drugs alive in North Philly. Ain't enough bread.
Ain't enough bread.
You know how much dope costs? Huh? You know how much ice costs? You know how much perks cost?
Right.
You know how much e-pills cost?
Sadly, I do.
You understand? You know how far you know how far in between the actual city person is on those planes?
Right.
Do you understand?
Like on the
We
regular
smoking
way they
weed
are.
down here and crack.
Right.
We gonna keep it a bean. We smoking crack down here and weed.
Right.
The drug Kensington is funded by, and I'll say this in front of anybody, to anybody. Kensington is funded by out of towners,
Yeah, for sure.
county people, out of state people, Jersey, Delaware,
And that-
Maryland,
when I
Virginia.
saw news reports, that shit blew my mind because I was like, damn, people traveling to
They
Philly
listen.
for
They
dope,
travel and they never leave.
and they never leave for dope. Like that's crazy.
I'm talking about well-off
we really
people.
Got good dope.
Well, we have accessible, free range,
Right.
unjudgeable, doable dope.
Right.
Can't do dope in Connecticut the way you could do it in Philly.
No, this is
Can't
true.
do dope in Baltimore the way you could do it down in Connecticut. Do you understand that
But
that's
in Oregon,
a red
you
zone?
can do dope and you can get like clean needles.
Yeah,
and
but ain't nobody
safe
look,
houses.
and that's what Kensington is developing into.
Yeah,
Can't beat them, join them.
right.
It's just they won't pour the
They
funding into it because then you got to deal with all
Because
the.
everybody's in the not in my
You
backyard.
understand?
Yeah, as
You
much as
understand?
it's in the backyard,
No, not
everybody got
here.
that not in my
Not here.
backyard.
But they're sleeping on your step.
The motherfucker's sleeping in my car. I did a
I
fucking
pay
Lyft
my
ride and
taxes
got
to make
somebody-
sure that they have a place where they're not sleeping on my step. Like, and this just for me being out there because a lot of these people aren't homeless.
Right.
You understand?
They're unhoused.
Like I said, you
They're
know how
just
much. No, not
unhoused.
even unhoused. They are rebellious.
Well, yeah,
And not
'cause if
wanting
you
to
doing
live
dope,
by
you can't stay in my
rules.
house, so you're
Hey,
unhoused.
Can't
Yeah,
follow rules
that's what I
there.
mean,
Can't be
right.
on no time frame there. But if I can shower and wash my hands out here down here where it's at,
Which they put up the new
What?
potties and shit.
What?
The new public
could
potties.
wash
the,
up
the,
down
the
there now.
Flush.
there's a park in Kensington that they call Amsterdam.
Yep.
This shit is funded, people.
Yeah, they got showers.
We not the drug dealers not paying for that shit.
They sure ain't.
We don't got no contract with the they don't have a contract with the city.
Because we ain't looking for that contract.
I ain't in that vein anymore. But I'm telling you from experience of when I was. We not funding that shit.
Right. See, that's why weed is not a gateway drug. So much so that
I hate
the
people
NBA,
who say that.
The NBA finally are relaxing their rules. The most recent CBA says that we don't got to test for weed. So
You know why? Because white people got tired of having to dip and dodge with it too.
well, it's not just that.
Well,
Because,
and I don't mean white
there's
people
more
when I-
white
like
athletes
white
in the
people.
NFL that's
I mean,
smoking weed that they got to worry about.
Powers that be white.
Right. But it's kind of like now they're looking at the other leagues to see if they're going to follow, particularly the NFL, because
Yeah.
in 2020 the NFL relaxed
Yeah,
their
because
rules
they got other shit to worry
on
about.
penalties for weed. And the reason why they said they wouldn't relax it totally was because they said marijuana prohibition is in the collective bargaining agreement. So now,
You right, Nate. And that and
yeah, for
we
sure,
might not
from
have
all
the
over the
numbers
country, for
right,
sure.
but it's a fact that most
I
of the
think it's
people
higher
in
than
K
40,
and
though.
A,
I really think it's
most of,
higher.
and I'll
From
say
the
it's
news
higher
article that I was
because most of the
reading
people down
and the
there
documentary I
don't look
saw,
like the people who live
it was
down
higher.
there. Just look at the clientele.
But yeah, so And now the new collective bargaining agreement, they're not going to test
They
for
have
marijuana.
to. Look, they have to not.
They have to not.
You know what I found out doing K2? You know what I found out? And this bugged me out. Context. My daughters have an uncle, God rest his soul, who was a millionaire. You understand? Like private jet, flew to work out the country, millionaire.
Right.
You understand? He found out I was smoking K2, right? You know what I found out?
What?
Those type of people, like money like that, and people who can't afford when we was as tight as it was, was smoking K2 since the fucking 90s.
This is right.
This shit ain't come out of nowhere. It became a problem when we got it and we started ducking parole with it.
Right.
You understand?
Fucking up the cycle.
You understand? But come to find out, he had, well, it wasn't his thing anymore, but he had been known to it and been privy to it,
Forever.
like I said, since the 90s. And this is a man who had me by at least 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just like people.
Nothing's a problem until
That's
it benefits us.
That's how I feel about Molly and ecstasy. Like, I remember watching those MTV programs, and that was definitely in the 90s. And I remember when shampoo was open, and that was definitely in the early 2000s.
Come on, so let's go. I remember.
Come on.
Listen.
That shit
I
been
remember
out.
in 94,
Yeah.
93, 92, I was driving. Listen.
Yeah.
I remember I was in South Carolina via city year. And then wound up matriculating and just, you know what I mean, busting. But I was coming back up and forth. And this is in the 90s, people, early 90s, going to raves. I had an Asian homie named Ty, my big homie, still now to this day. E-pills I'm talking about by the bucket.
Right.
You understand? Been dabbing on tabs.
Right.
But
yeah,
it was money then. You had to have money then.
You had to have money then.
You understand? You had that money then. Ever since it became accessible to the lessers, that's when the uppers had a problem with it. When it was exclusive for them.
It's no longer exclusive.
There you go. When it was exclusive for them, it was fine. When we started getting it, we started circumventing the rules.
Cocaine was exclusive. Only rich people.
Cocaine was exclusive.
Once the
cocaine was exclusive.
Got it, and they flipped it into
and then
crack,
they flipped
it became a
problem because our demographic, our economic changed then.
Yeah.
But when it was only at the clubs, when you was a celebrity, when it was only because you had some bread, because your family was well off, when it was something that was a prestige thing, upper crust, nobody had a problem with it. Understand, folks, that drugs been drugs forever.
Well, I'm just excited for the NBA because now niggas can be on their game for real.
And really ball, because I can't ball unless I smoke before we lace up.
I'm sure it's a bunch of people that's used to it.
And it's been that way my
whole
life.
Mm-hmm.
My whole life. And it ain't even a high thing. It's a mental thing.
One of my girlfriends made the joke like, oh, they really going to be high. I was like, I don't know. I said, when you're a functional.
It's different.
When you function
you're
on
worse
weed,
off when you're not high. I'm worse off when I don't smoke. Ask people around me.
Man, ask anybody.
It's a fact.
It's a struggle.
What's up with your broad? Yeah, because you ain't been here in a minute. I want to see how you feel about it because usually you know who that Kiki broad. And sorry, y'all, who feel like it's old, but my sister ain't been here, and we ain't picked her brain about it.
It's still trending, so it's not
old. Is it really still going?
She did a performance at Broccoli Fest.
Oh, shout out!
She wore like a sheer pant thing with a bodysuit, and then one of her lyrics, she said something like basically she make her own money, she don't need a man. Oh, she said little booties matter. That's what it is. Little booties matter. Her son made hers fatter. And she don't care nothing about a man because she's the breadwinner. Some crazy shit.
Okay, and that's true.
But the reason why I wanted to talk about it was...
Does that mean...
Does what mean? Because her
does her statement mean that it's cool?
I'm not... cool is subjective. Her baby dad, in my opinion, was out of pocket.
Why?
Because he took it to a public forum where he could have...
There you go. Long as you say that, I'm fine with you.
That girl at Usher...
Long as you say that, I'm fine with you.
And don't even know that he got a problem with it. Everybody else knew before she did, unless it was the conversation they had and she did that shit.
It may have been the conversation when she was leaving out the house.
Well, she stay in a different state.
No.
So you really think that
So then she didn't send him a flick of what I'm wearing.
You really think
did
that
make
he
it
said
better or worse?
Do you really think that she said to him, "This is what I'm putting on after"? Because I follow Kiki.
Okay, come on.
Her baby daddy has put her and exploited her body out on social media while she dancing, tapping her ass. I get it. It's him.
It's him.
It's not a stranger. But he is objectifying her.
He's not though, because
No,
what he
no,
said to preface the whole thing
No,
was
not what he said. In those moments when he posted those videos, he most definitely was objectifying her. He got a problem with other people being able
no,
to see her.
for
and such
sure.
stuff.
Wait, because I tapped my babe ass on live when we out.
Right.
That's not objectifying her. It's
No,
my ass.
By the very definition, it's still objectifying.
How?
Because first of all, you said
Does
it's
she
my
have a
ass.
problem with it?
That objectification does not mean the problem.
Because she tells me it's my ass.
Objectification does not mean there's a problem. You can do it and it not be a problem. It's still objectification.
Okay, I'll take
That's what
that.
I mean. By
I'll
definition,
take
it's still
that.
objectifying.
I'm taking it as
You don't
objectification
have
being
to
the
have
wrong thing.
You don't have to have a problem with it for it to be
No. What I'm saying is, if my babe's tooting the ass while we on live and she's like, tap that ass, then
right.
who's objectifying? Am I?
Yes,
really?
you really are. You really are. Whether she's fine with it or not, by definition,
Okay.
you're definitely objectifying.
Okay, so then that cancels out.
Which is why I say he
So
was
that
out of
cancels
pocket.
out. How? All right, he's
was
out of pocket
for not-
doing it on the gram.
Exactly.
Or
For
whatever
doing it
the
the
fuck
way
that
he
was.
did it, unless it's something.
But unless he was,
and not
but he
even
was
unless.
doing it in the moment
And
though.
not
He was
even
doing it
unless.
in the moment though.
He especially-
he addressed it in the moment though.
Right.
When it was happening.
He could have sent her a
And he
text.
wasn't there though.
Because I've been
He
out
coulda
plenty of
sent her a
times and
text.
seen people in my fucking stories, and
He
I get a
coulda sent
text
her a
like,
text.
"Yo, what the fuck is up with that?"
Look, and real niggas
Nobody jumped
and the
on my
only thing
page
real
and was
niggas got a
like,
problem with,
"Ah,
and the
ah,
only
ah."
thing real niggas got a problem with, I'm gonna tell you. The only thing real niggas got a problem with was
Other
doing
people saying
that.
it?
You don't go on the gram. No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't go
taking
on,
it-
you don't do
Taking
that.
it to a public forum.
You don't do that. You
Yeah.
don't do that. It allows you to look like that
Right
now. It allows you
right.
to look like that.
So the issue was he was like, "You are a mom," and I'm like,
He's like, you represent a family unit though too though. You know
"No,
what I mean?
that's his reason for feeling that way because she's a mom and represents a family unit." My issue, aside from him taking it to a public forum before he took it to her, under my assumption, is that has really nothing to do with it.
Because I was about to say, I don't feel
Unless
that way
she
about
knows.
it. Yeah, I don't feel
Unless
that way. It
that's
has
the
nothing to do
agreement
with her
that they
being a
had,
mom.
This is how we represent
My whole
our
thing is
family.
this. And that's what I had a problem with also outside of the public thing. It doesn't matter
don't
if she's a
matter.
mom. I'm glad that my babe looked like that while she's a mom. I'm glad
Right,
that she's
right.
confident to dress that way. My thing
His
is,
issue was
my
you
thing is-
representing my family.
and fuck that as a man. Don't be looking at that nigga like that. Don't it look she's not a fan. See, that was my thing with it.
She is
She's
a
but no,
fan.
but
She's a
she's a
peer and a
celebrity.
fan.
And that's what
She's a
cancels
peer
out.
and a
She's a
fan.
celebrity though.
Usher got a girl. He objectified her ass at his show before.
No, and none of that
She ain't worried
matters.
about
But
him.
none of that matters. What matters is you're not just Joe Blow, Suzanne, blah 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 blah.
Basically, what matters is that he can have a chance.
That matters.
This is where niggas get
that
it twisted.
matters.
This is where niggas get it twisted. If a nigga gonna get a chance, he gonna get a chance. Whether
No.
he Usher
Listen,
or just Joe
nah,
Blow.
but listen,
no
all right.
matter what your status
but Joe
is.
Blow not gonna get a chance because she a celebrity.
That's a motherfucking lie. I have celebrity friends, and I'm telling you now, because some of y'all know some of my celebrity
No,
friends.
no.
Some motherfucking lie.
I know
Joe
that.
Blow can get it.
I know that.
For
I know that
motherfucking
for.
sure.
I know that for a lot of people that is that if a nigga had a heart to come say something to, like I know celebrities. So a lot of them are of the
Nigga
vein
got
of
the heart.
niggas don't approach me. So So if a nigga approach me, he could get this shit.
So
I
again-
know that. But what I'm saying to you is, it's a difference between it being my girlfriend
No, I get it.
and she see Usher.
I understand
She
all that.
allowed to do all of the fuckery.
I understand.
And that's a fact.
all of that.
But you're not allowed
his-
to be that way if that's
no.
your peer.
No, absolutely.
Because then
no,
it's deeper than
bullshit.
that
I
for
call
me.
bullshit on all
It's
that.
deeper than that for
I
me.
call bullshit on all that. He knew who she is. This is how she is all the time. That's not new.
It is new.
No,
The
this
way
is
she's
how-
acting now is new.
This is how she is. I've been following Keke Palmer for a long ass time. This is very much who she is and how she always is. And if he didn't know that, I'm confused on their personal demographic.
Listen,
if
what
he
I'm
didn't know
telling you
that.
is-
and
what I'm
again,
telling you
she
is-
thought it was fine because when she dresses like that with him or without him, and he shows up
Yeah,
and he
that's
smacks her on the
fine.
ass, it's fine.
But
So,
it's not fine
no.
in that situation because he's not talking
right.
about what she has on. He's talking about the demeanor
No, he was very much talking about what she had on.
But
that was the whole crux of his thing.
Context of,
I don't even think he was bothered
because
by
she's
Usher.
worn that shit before. No, it is about it being Usher. It is. I'm telling you as
Usher
a man.
ain't breaking up nobody's
it
home.
is. I'm telling you as a man.
Okay,
it is.
right. As a man, I can't relate to that.
And I'm telling you as a
know.
man who's not a celebrity, who's been with a broad who's a level up or upper. I'm telling you.
Right. Okay, right. I don't know. As
It's
a man,
the thing. It's the thing of.
I'm
It's
not
the
a
thing
man.
of. It's the vibe of. It was the whole demeanor of. You're not supposed to act a certain way. She was acting a certain way.
She was fanning out. Usher was singing
you
to
can't,
her.
You can't be no fan. You can't. You can't do it.
I mean,
She
I'm
not
not
a-
even the
she-
biggest
she a
Usher
celebrity.
fan, but if he was singing to me, I might fan out
And
for a
you're
moment.
allowed because you're not Keke Palmer.
No, that's
And
bullshit.
you're not of that status, not.
But my best friend's husband has a very close personal friendship with Usher.
And that's awesome.
I have access to Usher.
And that's awesome. but
So-
if you see him and I'm your dude, you're still
I saw
allowed
him,
to
Roots
fan out.
Picnic,
Yeah, and
and
you're
I-
allowed to fan out
Yeah, I don't know.
because you're
The-
regular.
The dudes that I deal with, I don't think they would feel that way.
then lame ass dudes because
don't-
everybody knows the hall pass.
No, they know me.
Everybody.
I don't
what I'm
think they're
telling
lame.
you
They
is
just
real
know
niggas
me.
know the hall pass.
And I ain't getting no hall passes.
You hear me?
And I've been around my celebrity
Niggas
crushes.
know the hall pass. And I'm telling you, them niggas is lame niggas and they're insecure. The hall pass is a real thing.
So I should get a hall pass, what you saying?
You do. You do. It's a fact.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would give me a hall pass.
But
'cause
you
I
know
have
why?
access
You know
to
what I
my
was about to
cele-
say. You know
I
why
have
you don't. You
access
know
to
what,
my
Rosin? I'm gonna
celebrity
keep it a bean.
crushes.
You know why you don't get a pass? Because you're not regular.
Yes.
You're not
yes,
regular.
Ja, it looked like a performance
You're
on
not
both
regular.
parts. Like she was performing
No, it ain't look
right
like
with
no
him.
fucking performance.
Yes,
No.
it did. She was
No,
in
it
the
didn't.
moment the way Usher was
No,
in the
no, it
moment.
didn't.
Her baby daddy just
sir.
soft.
No, sir.
Soft and scared.
Ooh, don't do that to him. Don't do that.
I don't even know the nigga.
I know, so don't do that.
I shouldn't do that because I respect what he said. I understand his
He
point.
said it very.
He just did.
just
He
did it
picked
in the
the
wrong
wrong
platform. He did it on the wrong platform. Because
Because what he
any
was saying
nigga-
is, as a family man, I don't want this to be the representation of my future wife, the mother of my children.
Because
I
any
understand
nigga who
all of that.
says
That's the
opposite-
conversation they should
Right.
have had
to them.
to them before she put on that
No,
see-through
no, no,
shit.
not even that. Because I
and went
trust
to
you
the
to put
show.
it on because I don't think you're going to the show to go do that.
Right.
You're going to the show to go be Keke Palmer and sit in your fucking seat and enjoy the show. And you mean because you're Keke Palmer. The minute you get
Every
up
celebrity
and
he
you
approached
start
fanned
doing
out,
this-
though.
Oh my God.
Every celebrity he approached
No,
fanned out.
no,
Sweetie
no.
just didn't sing with him.
Nah, the one chick,
Sweetie didn't
the
sing with
one
him, but
chick
she
was like,
fanning.
no, the one, who was it?
Sweetie.
Nelly, yeah, was
She
not
didn't-
feeling that
She
shit.
didn't want to sing with him. Either that or
She wasn't feeling it.
She was
That's what it
feeling
was.
She
She wasn't
stood up
feeling
and
it.
She was dancing. I really don't
All
think
right,
she
then
thought
I don't think I'm talking about her then,
because
because somebody he tried that shit, he
trip.
wasn't doing it.
He was extra tender and picked a terrible form. Yes, thank you.
We said that.
He was extra tender and picked
no,
a terrible form
not
to air
extra
out
tender,
his
Brody,
shit.
stop it. You don't.
And Ja is not even that type of
And
dude.
he is so, because
No,
if he's saying
he's
that,
really
he is
not.
so. I'm
He's a
telling
very
you he is.
rational.
And what I'm telling you
person.
is he's lying right now.
No, he's not lying.
He is so.
I don't think you're lying.
Any
Ja,
dude, bro, I do.
because I know
Nothing
you.
personal, and she knows you, and I don't know you, but I am a man, and I'm one of the most secure men I know.
Yeah, that's one of my brothers. That's one of the gods.
But I'm telling you,
ain't-
bro, I
agree.
bro.
He was being real tender in the moment. It's
Nobody
like,
says-
he was showing his postpartum as if he gave birth.
Nobody says no. Oh, don't
He
y'all
said
killing him.
KFC level
Y'all
extra
killing them.
tender.
Y'all killing them. Stop it.
Nelly said Feedy was not fanning out.
She
Like,
was
she
not.
wasn't fanning
She
out,
didn't feel it.
but she was enjoying the moment.
As a celebrity.
I think she think YG
No,
was gonna come after her.
As a celebrity, and if she thinks that she's supposed to.
Patty fanned out when she sang the Patty. It was a bunch of celebrities that
Patty
fanned
LaBelle,
out.
90.
She's
and
not
she ain't got
90,
no dude.
and she very well does. She's not 90.
Patty LaBelle,
She's
98 years
76.
old.
or something like that. But I'm just saying there were other celebrities
But no,
who fanned out
but
and enjoyed
listen to what I'm
themselves
saying. All
in
right,
the very
and if you Patty
same
LaBelle
vein.
dude,
Other
and if you
married
Patty LaBelle
celebrities.
dude, and if you Patty LaBelle dude, you're probably just Patty LaBelle's dude, like
He's-
Boy was,
He
and you
said
better shut
he
the
was
fuck
soft
up.
as baby thighs.
You better shut up. And he's not, and that's not appropriate, bro.
I agree.
And he sounded like Steve Harvey a little bit.
No. Ja don't have Steve Harvey.
The man was appropriate for feeling how he felt. He just was inappropriate for voicing it where he voiced it at. It should have been a private conversation for them, but it was a conversation.
So we agree to disagree, but we both agree that that nigga picked the wrong forum.
Oh yeah,
to
there's no
nitpick.
there's no even argument.
And there
about
is
that.
no
There's
supposed
no
to how you
argument
dress
about
as
that.
a mom and there is no supposed
And I agreed
to.
with
If y'all
that.
didn't
Oh,
have,
I agreed with that.
That's it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, the whole thing
I'll
is
never tell a woman how to dress.
yeah.
You're
The whole
fighting
thing
a
is
losing
subjective
battle.
to your situation. Like there's certain things, certain people I was dealing with, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
now,
do
he
around them or
killing
wear around
balls.
them.
He killing them.
Yes, baby
God,
thighs.
he killing them.
Soft as baby
Shit.
thighs, soft as that baby's butt, fresh out the womb.
I disagree.
I definitely
He
agree.
was definitely emotional.
He was wearing
He
his
was
entire
emotional
heart
as
on his
fuck.
sleeve.
He was
and
emotional
he
as
should have
fuck.
saved
But the
that
nigga was probably
for
sitting
a
at home like
text.
this too while he saw it.
Probably.
He's probably sitting like this while he saw
Probably.
it.
But I understand his point though, like the point about how the presentation.
How
of,
it looks as a for
I
our
just think
unit.
that that's a conversation. Either they're not on the same page.
And there's a page that needs to be gotten to a
They
common
either need
ground.
to get on the same
There's
page or
something.
turn the fucking page because
Something, but
she
you don't
out
need
here
to
living
say
her best
it.
life now.
Yeah, and that's my
Still
thing.
wearing sheer see-through clothes.
But come on though.
I don't know. I'm not the type of person that would do something to bother my partner intentionally. So that's why the whole thing was weird to me. If a nigga tells me he's not comfortable with me wearing,
Why would you?
personally, I'm not comfortable with me wearing a see-through outfit unless I'm at the beach because I don't need to be in no concert venue where
And
I
it
know
ain't
it's
even.
cold.
And it's not even. And it's not
In a
even
see-through
about that.
outfit.
It's about the attention that it invites. Let's just go
for
deeper
me,
than that.
For me, I don't even give a fuck about the attention shit invites. I just personally, it's not for me.
Yeah, and
it
that's
has
a
nothing
personal
to do
thing
with
for
the
you.
negative
But what I'm
attention
saying
or
is on a
positive
broad
attention.
scale. No, on a broad
Because
scale.
when I put my bikinis on, it's definitely for attention. It's definitely for positive attention.
and it's a
Yeah.
fucking bikini, and that's what the fuck it's for.
Right, and I'm at the beach though.
And
I'm
you're
not
at
just-
a beach
or a pool
where
I'm not just-
bikinis are
worn. Right.
the attire.
It's not, I'm not gonna put on a sheer.
You're not gonna
outfit,
put on a bikini
completely sheer
to go to
outfit
a
to go to a
concert.
show. I'm not. I'm definitely not. Not
Why?
pants. Definitely not pants.
Because it invites a certain attention. You're trying to have a different kind
Well,
of
that's
night
not
when
my
you're
why.
out.
That's not my why. That's just because I wouldn't do it.
Because that is
I just
there's
wouldn't do it.
always a why. There's part of the why. And even with Suns Out, Buns
I
Out,
wouldn't do it.
it's for appropriate places now, and you feel
Right.
the same way.
That's me.
So
It's
don't
for
do that.
Suns out, buns out is
And
for
you got a nigga
not
who
just
don't
'cause it's
care
a
about
90
buns out.
Not just because it's a 90 degree.
No, it don't
day in
mean
Philly.
just walk
It's
around
'cause
with your
we,
ass out.
We at the beach. We at the water park.
We going to a function.
We going to a function.
It's popping.
Where it's Suns
We're
out,
gonna be
buns
in a
out.
controlled environment, and we together. I don't give a fuck what you got
Right.
on. But if you're going somewhere else and I ain't gonna be there, it ain't fucking buns out.
Yeah.
Because you got somebody who those
We-
buns are kind of him
We
talking
definitely
about.
agree to disagree because I'm grown and I know boundaries and I know how to tell people no matter what the fuck I got on, I got somebody at home, I'm good.
Okay, and then from our perspective, it's just certain things. Why even you mean? Why even you mean?
Why even do it?
Why even you
But
mean?
that's where I'm at this big old age. Why
You mean
even do
what?
it?
Like why even you mean? Like why even have to say, hey, don't touch me. I got some. Why? When you know that this
But that's
attire
not a question for
is
the person
going
who
to
puts
your
the
mean.
attire on. That's a question for the person who can't control themselves and
No,
touch it.
it's a question for the person who
Most.
knows that there are people out there who can't control
Well,
themselves.
that's just the world we live in.
And that's
I'm
where
not
I
about to
say
be
it's
policing-
not about what
I'm not
is
about
and
to
what
be
should
policing
be.
my fucking outfit because him over there don't know how
Okay,
to act.
okay. So
This
with
motherfucker
that,
won't
so
catch
with that,
these hands,
all right.
this
So
gun
with
or
that
whatever,
being
if he put his
said,
hands on me the wrong
so
way.
with that being said, accept everything that comes with it, including how the person who may be significant to you or not feels.
I've never, and you know what's funny? I've never had negative attention that way because of the way I carry myself when I am dressed a particular way
No. That comes from how you carry yourself, whether you're dressed a particular way
or not. That's my point.
You understand what
That's
I'm
my
saying?
point.
But
So,
that comes
it's-
from the foundation that you've set already.
Exactly.
But
And
that
everybody ain't
still
like that.
doesn't stop, and that
And,
still
and it doesn't stop it. You're
the
right. It doesn't
weirdo.
stop. It doesn't stop
It
the
still
weirdo.
doesn't stop the majority
I've had to put a
of
couple
the
weirdos in their
weirdo.
place, but for the most part, like I'm not gonna do something that makes me uncomfortable anyway. Like I learned, or it was given advice to me a long time ago. Shout out to Sia Medina. If you have to ask the question,
Then the answer
it's
is
questionable.
no. Then the answer
it's questionable. So if you feel it's questionable, then yeah, like that might not be the best thing to do.
there you go. And that's what I meant. And that don't mean it's no, but it means if you have to ask the question.
Then
Then
maybe,
then there
maybe
it
you don't want
is.
to have to keep
Then
asking
there
the
it is.
question,
Then
right?
Do you want to answer or answer the question
Question
all
that.
night? And then have to ultimately deal with a conversation from someone who you care about their union.
Right. Have you been following? I haven't been following, but I heard something about it today. This Mariah Mills and Zion Williams and shit. So now she's trying to say he was abusive.
Yeah,
And the NBA needs to know. I'm trying to like. First of all, sis, nobody asked you to
about the
stay
Mike
in that
Tyson. You
situation.
about the Mike Tyson. You about
Like-
the Robin Givens, the young boy.
Next, I feel
And I
like
can't
she,
figure
next
out
I feel like she gonna say
why.
he's gay. I don't, cause he's not paying her, cause he can't be extorted
don't-
by her.
And that's fucked.
That's fucked up that she even trying to extort
bro.
him.
Like
First of all my young up and coming athletes,
the
rappers,
nigga went to Duke and you
singers,
never heard nothing about
I
him.
just need y'all to stop falling for these bitches. Like, it's a reason.
I don't understand how
a
people
whole
keep getting
reason.
caught in the same trap. They don't disguise
The
it. They don't do
same
nothing
trap.
different. It's the same
The
John.
same trap, and oftentimes by the same person or same type of person.
Same type of person.
Like she was
the
a whole
same
fucking
type of
porn star,
individual.
and you got a girlfriend. Why did you think you would have?
Why
a
would you even like
consensual porn star, not a hooker, because hookers get paid to leave.
no
and they
porn
get paid
star.
to keep your
No
secrets.
porn star.
Porn star
Whose
get paid
career,
just to fuck.
Yeah, whose career,
Outside
bro.
of
No
that.
emotion. No emotion, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like hookers, like tricks, whatever, they got an emotion for the money.
Most definitely.
They got an emotion for the lifestyle.
Yep.
Porno stars, everybody. And this gonna sound how it sound, and I'm gonna say it because I am me, and I'm gonna say what the are dead inside.
Possibly. I don't know many of them. I've only met a couple.
I know more than I care to share
Yeah.
about the situation on this on
On
you
this
mean on this
platform.
platform. I'm
dead
telling you,
inside.
dead.
I believe it. There's a lot of dancers I know. that's
Think
dead
about
inside.
the dance. God damn it. Think about the stripper
They
you
just
know.
there for the bread.
Think about what
Them
it takes
motherfuckers
for her
be
to
so
get on
high
stage.
while they dancing.
Think about
not
what it
paying
takes for
attention to
her
nothing
when
else.
she's not working. Think about how she lives.
Yeah.
Dairy fucking is. Come on stage. We're going to do it right on camera if you don't mind.
Do what on camera? What we doing?
This shot of the guy, and he is one of the patrons, one of the first patrons
Oh,
of
of your
Chef
hat.
Hat. Yes,
I
sir.
was about we about
And
to
he
say
came
right
to
into
pick
that.
his
That's
hat up.
perfect.
He came
That
to
is
pick his
perfect
hat
because
up.
we was just
So
about to
if
say.
y'all don't mind, I'm about to bless him the way he blessed me.
Yes.
Queen, I'm Charlotte. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
Yes,
well.
pleasure.
So,
Look at that thing.
as y'all have been seeing, well, not y'all on my Instagram or my Facebook, but if you're on YouTube, Chef has started these hand painted trucker hats. And this young man here, Shala, just came to pick up his hat. Nelly says thank you for support.
Anytime.
Yes.
That's what my people have a seat, bro. Have a
Yeah,
seat.
oh, I can put, yeah,
I
I'll
don't
sit
want
down.
I don't want to interrupt the.
There's no interruption.
Shit going on.
This is over a drink where the unexpected is expected.
Oh, I like that. How's everybody?
Everybody, including myself, is overjoyed. I'm gonna speak for everybody on this one.
Hey.
Like Roz, like my sis said, and I want to thank you too for letting me. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like she said, for everybody who don't know, myself and Nelly Yoga Fitness, who is my partner, this as well as my partner in general. Actually, she came up with a concept for me. I wear hats all the time. I'm a chef. The entendre is chef hats. You think of what the chef wears his hat, but I wear hats all the time. So she was like, we need to make you a hat line. My brother is one of the first supporters of Chef Hats, one of the first paying patrons, one of the first paying customers. He purchased a marble drip, and I just want to appreciate He support me in everything I do. He's also allowed me to personal chef for him and his lady on her birthday.
Good job. Excellent job. Food was perfect.
I like your ice cream cone hat. Chef.
This joint crazy. This the first one off the line. As you can see, the number 1 is in there with the chef underneath. It's even before I had the 8. Shout out Nelly Yoga Fitness again.
Y'all say
Gotta
chef
take it
on
Go
the
ahead,
outside?
take him out.
take it
All of them had Chef 8 on the inside.
Signature.
Yes, unbox your hat, unbox your hat.
Yes,
The
right.
unveiling, y'all can see him right there.
Look at this thing like
This one
marble.
right here called the Marble Drip.
Ooh-wee.
Marble Drip line. And like I said,
Oh,
everything
the
is hand
lemonade
painted.
on the back.
Wow. This is a great piece of body of work. You can tell whoever did it put love in it, articulated.
Hand painted, handcrafted.
You can see the
It's
passion.
nothing like the original hat. These started off, as you can see, bro, from a black brim
Yeah.
to white. Well, no, actually, it was the blue brim with white.
This
You know
is,
what I mean?
You can tell that
That's
this
all
was,
hand painted, handcrafted
Yeah.
by Nelly Yoga
it
Fitness.
was good. And, but you could tell that the person who did it was a genius. It's genius work right here. This is big body work right here. I
So-
recommend all y'all get these hats.
Chef, what I heard you say Nelly helped you come up with the concept, and y'all actually did that pretty quickly. That was
Yeah.
the dope part.
Yeah. It went from concept to the next time I talked to her, she was telling me how she just ordered the hats and patches, and she already had the paint. If y'all don't know,
Yes,
she's an
Nelly is
artist.
an artist
She
and a creator.
will paint your jacket. She will paint your boots. She paint your pocketbook. She'll paint whatever you could get painted. And she decided to show some faith in me and endeavor and adventure with me, which I appreciate her for so much.
Clap it up for her.
And that right there is real. You can follow her. You can catch her on Instagram at Sarah Brand and at Katia Promo, and as well as Nelly Yoga Fitness.
Now you know people drinking and some people just plain old illiterate. We got to spell these things out.
Damn it.
I know Sarah Brand is
Sarah
Sarah Brand. B-R-A-N-D.
Katia, CATIA,
I don't know,
if
wait,
I'm not
waiting for,
mistaken.
Nelly, she'll type it and then we.
Nelly, type it up and put it on the live right quick so I can read it off. And you could catch us every Wednesday from 9 to 10 right here on Think Outside the Box podcast.
Oh, it's Sarah Brand 365. SARAH BRAND.
And I fuck Katia all up.
Katia is KATIYA promo. And Nelly Yoga Fitness, NELLY _YOGA _FITNESS. Yes.
Please support. We appreciate it.
But how do we find you, Chef Work?
Well, you can find me at the Chef Work 8 on the Instagram. The Chef Work 8. There's no O in work. So it's THECHEFWRK 8.
Number
Inbox me, man.
Yes, he got hats.
Inbox me.
He's a chef. So he did.
I'm available for personal bookings. I'm available for barbecues. I'm available. I'm also available
you
for
on the
meal
grill.
preps. As I said, I'm my partner is Nelly Yoga Fitness. She's my companion, my partner. She's available for yoga. She's available. She's also a personal trainer. She's available for personal sessions as far as yoga or routine workouts during the week. And I am also available for meal preps for your diet. I'm Atkins certified. I'm a chef certified. It ain't just a name. I'm available for personal events. I'm available for meal prep, meaning we get you together a diet, whatever you're trying to, you know what I mean, gear toward, lose weight, gain weight, whatever. Hit me.
I got a little,
Brody, you already know my work. Hit me. We get you together a meal plan far as calories, and you get it 3 times a week or more if you need it.
All right, well, you joined us. What you got going on?
I got going on now.
Like, what you got going on?
Fashion designer extraordinaire.
I do a lot of fashion now.
Okay.
I was in fact last night. I was in New Jersey last night at a fashion show. They reached out to me. Shout out to Tracy Jackson and her team in Trenton. I was there last night as a designer.
Give him your brand. Give him your brand. Give him your brand,
You
Shala.
can find me. My brand is Shala Fashion. You can find me on Instagram, Shala Fashion. As an artist, I am also Shala Roller of Truth.
Heavy
1207.
artist.
So,
Lord of Truth.
And my friend.
yeah, we go way back.
But you got to spell that because, you know, again,
Yes, it's
people
Shala,
drinking.
SHALLAH. Roller of Truth, ROLAWTRUTH.
All one word.
All one word. But you can call me Shala
Shala.
or Shala, as people say. It's all
But
the
call
same
him
thing.
and definitely DM and look him up. He got that music for the feel good. You understand? He got that music for the conscious. And he's also a hell of a designer. Whatever you see him at,
Mind music.
whatever you see him in at
I
a
do
show,
lot of mindless music.
Yeah, because it's all about. See, I look at it. Everybody had to each his own, you know. But
Right.
to me, a lot of people don't know I'm 50. I turned 51 this year.
Okay.
And I feel good. And I work out, take care of myself. But what I learned, is stress will make you look old.
Hell yeah.
You could be 30 years old, like you're 75. Stress,
white folk,
life.
white folk,
You know what I mean? So
Some of our folk too.
white folk,
A lot of
I
our
seen
folk
somebody.
too.
white folk.
Because I don't know, a lot of our folk be in their 20s, they missing their side teeth, and I'm so confused.
God damn. You know, hey,
I'm like,
listen.
bitch, where your
You
side
know what?
teeth?
We not that kind of show. It's not that kind of show.
Shit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's that kind of show.
Yo, our people, we
Because
got
some
too
of y'all
many
didn't
teeth for
work.
not
Oh
enough.
my
I'm just
God.
like, where
Especially
are
if you
they?
got that Obamacare. Y'all tripping. Where is your friends at?
Speaking of Obama, I want to give a shout out to EA because he was the one who
EA.
told me about the Philly Storm fashion thing,
EA.
and then told me
Shout out EA Obama,
doing
also a
big
purchaser
things.
of 2 hats, and just a big
Doing big things
thing
in
doer.
fashion and everything.
Absolutely.
Just a
Fashion,
big
music,
thing
entertainment
doer.
in the
Yeah.
city.
Shout out Storm of Fashion.
Philly Storm
Yep.
fashion. Y'all, they doing some things.
That's his line.
Yes,
I got
sis,
my-
the side teeth.
Yeah.
Where they at? Where they at though?
I got my first introduction to interaction with the models. So by going to the casting call, I was able to interact and learn the energy between a model and a designer.
Designer.
Since a lot of people don't understand, me just starting up with it, I always created for myself, but now I'm going to extremes now.
No, and that's a fact. I know this man way before Glockaway,
From the
way
streets.
before
Yeah.
Charlotte of the Truth,
Yeah.
all way before all of that.
Yeah,
Me
that's
and this
history.
man go back history.
Yeah.
Shout
Y'all
out
talk about-
Corey, my motherfucking
Yeah,
blood.
my
I
little
love you,
brother,
bro.
Short. Yeah, man.
Shout
We go
out
way
Short.
back. They talk about
Me
y'all.
and this man go way back
Uh-huh.
when I was homeless.
Now, I didn't even know that.
I know, because it never looked like
No,
that.
you never did, never seen it. But guess what? We go way back. We had wars together. Remember that war?
Yes, sir.
So we go way back. Everybody asked me, do I know this man? And like a person said, he a rider. He always been one. You know what I mean? And but he
Chef
always
good
he
people.
always a humble
Chef
guy.
been
though.
good with me since I met him. It's been months now.
Uh.
I don't even remember the first one. I don't know. I feel like it's been forever at this point.
Timeless,
Humble,
baby.
humble.
Timeless. Our souls known each other forever.
Right.
Kindred.
Yep.
Timeless. That's how I am. The same thing if you ask Nelly when I told her the first time I saw her.
Mm-hmm.
Been looking for her my whole life. Ain't know it, but yeah.
Right.
Kindred I am.
You'd be surprised what's for you is already set in place for you.
It sure is.
Talk that
So
shit,
when you-
It's
truth.
just about the matter of getting to it.
Yeah, exactly. So when you walk this room, when you're born, you don't know you're gonna sit here. You don't know that, but it's already in place.
Talk to them.
When you are born, you don't know your ins and outs. You don't know your comings and your goings, right?
Right.
Until you get to that point.
Right.
Now, between the time you're born to that time, it's called experience.
Yep.
So you got all that mixture of, and you have a conversation with somebody and tell them, yeah, man, I've been through this. Or books, you got books, man. Everybody can read a book, but you know what's real when you can sit down and have conversation with people and tell them about your experiences. You know, we all got experiences,
I
right?
say that all the time. I was like, history is what it is because it's been recorded and documented.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't, my earliest memory, I might have been 2
Word of
years
mouth.
old, my earliest memory.
Word of mouth.
But I was born June 12, 1975. I don't know shit that happened before that day, but I know
Exactly.
shit happened.
You know what happened,
Factory.
I know shit happened.
right?
Like, I just don't know what happened. My earliest memory, I think I had this egg-shaped walker. I was 2. I think I fell down the steps. That might be and that's probably why I remember because I bust my ass. But I'll even look through old photo books and I'm like, damn, I was little. And sometimes every once in a while they'd be like, I remember that. It's like you were 2, but I remember.
I got a song called "I Remember," and the second verse says, "I remember we needed heat, we used the oven. I remember we had beef, we got in the street and we started rumbling."
Come on,
I
talk.
can go on and on, but time won't permit. The industry in the chokehold, let it be told, watch them submit. These bars hit, pierce your chest, your cavity split. I move quick, I know how you do, you ain't slick. It's a little bit of it, you know.
Okay.
And we'll take it.
That's
what it's taking.
That's on the album. That's on the
Yes.
album. That's an album
Yes.
coming out. I got an album coming out called 1207. It's in the works.
You were supposed to
So-
lead with that when I said, tell
I know,
us what
right?
you got going on.
No,
I
I
gotta-
gotta look.
I gotta-
spit the
'cause-
freestyle. It's a segue. He had to spit the bars.
Hey, look.
You had to spit the bars first.
Yeah, man. You know,
But nah, this is my brother, and I need y'all, and I encourage
All right,
y'all.
well, that's my brother too.
Follow him,
exactly.
and that's your sis now. Nah,
My sis
and she
naive.
mean that, Brody.
No, listen,
I
I
encourage
feel
y'all
the
to
energy.
follow him. Shala, the Will of the Truth.
Yes, follow us all.
He got what
I'm
you
on
looking for.
Over a Drink 215.
Hey, boy.
You can check me at iRise17, IRIZE17 on Instagram. I'll accept you if I really know you. Outside of that, Over a Drink 215. I'm accepting everybody over there. I mean, as public as I am, I'm super personal. But you can find me out there. I'm on Twitter at iRise. I'm on Threads, iRise17. I don't really post nothing on Threads. Shit, I just got on TikTok and I'm trying to keep up. Like, I've been on TikTok for a long time, but I don't really post videos.
Either.
I'm on iRise17 over there. That's public. I won't be doing too much fuckery. On anything that I got public, the real fuckery won't be ensuing. But that's all the time we have. Next week, I'm gonna check with Mike. I will not be here. I get to leave on Saturday, going to Mexico
Chef work
with my
8,
girlfriends.
no owing to work.
But you can catch Chef
Your
and
man-
Nelly Wednesday.
And your man, Honorable
9 to
Shallow.
10.
Thank you as always to Shab and Took. Catch y'all next time.
Blockaway family. Live in
Now
LA.
it's time to say goodbye
To all my
to
Negro
all
friends.
my Negro friends.
You know, I love black people.
Yeah.
So do I.
The niggas get on my nerves sometimes.